Welcome to part 2 of my introduction to the Vis.js Network display tools. In this video, I will describe network customization options in more detail. We will cover rendering options for nodes and edges in your network, and we'll see what options are available for automatically organizing the network using the Vis.js physics models. Here is our static web page, as we left it at the end of the introduction to Vis.js video. As before, I'm using the VS Code Live server extension to display the web page and re-render it whenever I make changes. For the rest of this video, we will be exploring the network options that are passed to the network constructor. I have also included a bit of code to our JavaScript to zoom in on our network when the page is displayed, using one of the public methods of the Vis.js Network class. Here is the Nodes section of our network properties. It specifies global options that control how the network is rendered. Let's see what happens when I make changes here. I can change the shape of nodes in the network. Some shapes will contain the node label inside the shape, and others will show the label outside of the shape. Here are some of the shape options. You can also change the opacity, color, size, and borders of the nodes. The size of the border can be made larger when the node is selected in order to highlight it within the network. Node options can also be specified for individual nodes. Here I am rendering one node as a box with some additional custom options. Note that there is a Boolean option, physics, that allow you to specify nodes that will not be repositioned by the physics model. You can still drag them around, and other nodes in the network will be repositioned by the physics model, but the node in the middle will not be affected by the physics model. Another section of the network properties deals with global edge settings. As with nodes, you can change the appearance of edges by changing the edge color and size, and how the edge label will be displayed. You can also change the shapes that appear at the endpoints and middle point of the edge. Vis.js supports a number of physics options for automatic placement of nodes. We will look at some of the options for the Barnes Hut model, which is a repulsion-based model. The gravitational constant is a negative number representing how strongly nodes repel each other. Lower numbers create stronger repulsion. You can also specify a central source of gravity that will keep nodes centered, and specify the length of the edges and how strongly they will want to spring back to their original lengths. Most of the Vis.js options can be changed at any time after the network is displayed. You will notice that at the top of our web page, I have added two checkboxes, one to disable and enable the physics model, and another to disable and enable the user's ability to click and drag nodes around. When these are clicked, our code changes the corresponding network option. If physics is disabled, the network is not reorganized whenever the user moves a node. If interaction is disabled, the user cannot click and drag individual nodes. This concludes our exploration of Vis.js node, edge, and physics customization. You have seen how to apply global settings to the network to control node and edge rendering, how to change the display properties of individual nodes and edges, and how to adjust network options in real time in response to user actions. Thank you for watching. Please click on the like button below if you have found this video useful, and click the subscribe button if you want to receive notifications whenever I post new videos.